I'm tired of traveling, or fighting superstition in its many manifestations. Even though it was me who chose to debunk folklore and mysticism, little did I know I'd end up being labelled as Patrick Galloway, the man with endless occult knowledge. Before I knew it, people all over the world paid me to investigate all kinds of weird things. As long as they paid me, I'd look into it. Funny thing though, the more I saw, the more I believed there are forces beyond our control. Creatures not explainable in any human terms. Things that make my skin crawl. I fled from Ireland and hung around Paris and London with no real purpose till the Great War started. I joined a special unit whose job it was to squelch the fears of the superstitious farm boys who made up the fighting ranks. The Tresanti were the biggest pains. Me commanding officer, Jeremiah Covenant, led our unit on the hunt for their camp. We were ambushed. They came streaming out of the woods, waving swords and howling like banshees. I saw their leader holding a strange stone over his head, yelling weird words in a strange tongue. And just when I was gonna pull the trigger, he glared right at me. A bright green flash came from his hand, and it bowled me over as my gun went off. I woke up in a hospital bed with severe burns. They told me Jeremiah and the unit had gone on without me, but he'd given me the shaman stone to keep. I hadn't given any of this much thought until I came back here to find this letter that Jeremiah wrote me almost 6 months ago, asking me to come back to Ireland and help him out. This is not something I'm dying to do, for it may mean the death of me. He saved my life though, so I owe it to him. Just hope it's not too late.
So, evidently, my microphone was off this whole time, even when I was giving an introduction to this game. So I had meant to say before, when my microphone was muted, that this was one of my top 3 favorite horror games of all time. Even though it was a commercial flop, it was a critical success, and it never got continued. However, I think that that's almost criminal. But yeah, not much else to say about it right now. Each time my past fades from memory, fate has a terrible habit of reawakening me. Most often, the unpleasant name of Otto Kaisinger is a vehicle of remembrance, but not today. My old friend and commanding officer in the Great War, Jeremiah Covenant, I sent word. It has been years since I have heard from him. His letter came whilst I was away, sitting unopened for nearly 6 months. My joy at reading his name was quickly replaced by sorrow and by fear. Jeremiah has fallen ill and requires my assistance at his estate in Ireland. I've not set foot on Irish soil since poor Gwendolyn's death, and I do not think anything could make me return. Could I have been responsible for her death? Being legal exile from my homeland was painful, but nothing in comparison to my memories. How did she end up on the floor? How could so much blood come without a sound? How was that knife in my hand? And why was Kaisinger suddenly nowhere to be found? But Jeremiah saved my life, and I cannot deny any request he would make. The necessity of my presence is somewhat vague, as his letter at times is incoherent. He speaks of his sickness as a family illness no medicine can cure. Regardless, I will go to my friend. I booked passage on a steam liner leaving tomorrow, arriving in 4 days' time. I hope I'm not recognized by the authorities. I hope I'm not too late. Okay, I'm not confident at all in my Irish accent, but I tried. The Gelzbar stone. I've carried this artifact ever since the day Jeremiah gave it to me following the battle with the Tresanti. It seems to throw out a shockwave of considerable force, and ever since I acquired the stone, I've noticed strange sightings and visual anomalies. However, the power of the stone has its dark side. On occasion, a beast from beyond this world has attacked me. My only explanation for its appearance is that I was using the stone's power for too long. I've not seen the beast for a while. Of course, I've not needed the stone. A revolver is a revolver. Okay, and then scrying, a spell that allows me to see and hear past events from the geographic location in which I happen to be standing, and also cast an ethereal light on enemies in darker areas, giving me the ability to see my foes as well as find my way. Must be careful in its use, as it has no offensive power, and it seems to drain my energies for short durations. Learned men have stated that they believe that man has yet to unlock the full potential of the mind. While traveling to the Orient after the war, I met up with a local seer who told me that I was one of the chosen few. Oh, one of only a handful of individuals that he had ever met that had this ability. He called it scrying, to be able to read portions of the past. Most of the people who possess this power, he said, over the course of their lives eventually fell into disability. Mind tired from the barrage of images and sounds that could be heard from both the past and the present, the real and the unreal. I know I have the ability to scry because of the subtle words I hear calling within me at times, beckon me to look deeper into the past, deeper at what actually isn't even in front of me. But I'm truly wondering if this is the gift I dreamed of, or a sick curse placed on me by outside forces. Okay. Oh, that dropped my throat out. Okay.
I'm Patrick Galloway, a friend of Jeremiah's. Sorry it took me so long to get here. His letter said it was most urgent.
Jeremiah was beginning to think that the letter never arrived in your hands. He's been quite anxious to see you. We've all been quite worried. Jeremiah's now bedridden. Follow me and I'll show you to his living quarters. I apologize for the look of the house, but there's only a skeleton crew of servants now. Jeremiah let go of everyone else, and the house is much too large for us to clean. Because we've lost electricity to most parts of the house, we can only maintain the living quarters. This family's had so much tragedy. I hope you can help him.
Oh, hello.
Patrick, you made it.
At your service, Jeremiah. Sorry for the delay, but I've been abroad. What happened to you?
It seems I've come under the watchful eye of the Reaper, my friend. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Apparently too long.
Patrick, I came back from the war only to find my entire estate in disarray. My brother Aaron disappeared first, and then my sister Bethany. My declining health is a result of an old war wound, and unfortunately, the symptoms are irreversible. I didn't summon you here to watch me die. I need your help.
Anything I can do. Just name it.
Strange events began happening around the manor. After thinning out my staff, they ransacked my estate, taking whatever they could carry. The rest of the help was quick to follow, as they feared rumors of my family's curse. I can't help but think it's more than a coincidence that strange happenings have increased since I've been back from the war. I want to get to the bottom of this, but I'm just too weak to investigate it myself. I'm relying on you to step in for me.
Of course, Jeremiah. The only reason I risk coming back here is to assist you however I can.
My thanks to you, Patrick.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like it came from downstairs.
I'll check it out. Lock the door behind me.
How's he gonna lock the door? I've arrived in time. Apparently just in time. Completely bedridden, Jeremiah is a shadow of his old self, appearing many pounds and a few shades lighter. His explanation for calling to me is still unclear. He speaks of strange happenings around the estate, problems that he's unable to rectify in his weakened state, and has requested that I investigate. I of course agreed. Before I could ponder where to begin my exploration, the servant who showed me Jeremiah's room screamed from downstairs. Often, where to begin is the most difficult step.
Jammed.
No, wrong way. What you doing, bruh? What are you doing? What?
Can you describe what you can only see? As the bonds of flesh are broken, the world becomes apparent.
I could not agree more, I suppose. Really, bro? Can't cheat, don't you think? Oh, fuck. That's not cheat. Ah! What was that? Right. Guess I'll just pretend that isn't a thing right now.
Stuck.
Can't remember ever having this much trouble in this part of the game.
Stuck.
Stuck. That's interesting. What's the name of this kind of shell? A nautilus. That was it. Fuck you then. live. You'll live, Jeremiah. I just returned from the Standing Stones. Whatever inspired an ancient people to build these stones out in that windswept isle, I cannot guess. While I've seen sights like this before, something about the stones has a resonance within me. Why would ancient people trouble themselves to build these monoliths on such an isolated island? It would have been far easier to establish a similar ritual area on the mainland itself. I find it curious that for as long as my family has owned this house, no one has taken it upon themselves to truly research the land which we own, considering I had not returned to the manor since I was a child. I never realized the curious nature of my inheritance. Also, apparently this is not Patrick writing this. I'm still trying to affect his learned Irish accent, because that's the only Irish accent that I can do right now. Unless I'm like specifically trying to emulate Sean from Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's see if I try to do that. Why does this area have such a strange collection of archaeological artifacts? Well, I strongly doubt there's any connection between Neolithic stones, a decaying monastery, and the tower that the estate was built and wraps itself around. The significance of three major archaeological sites cannot be denied. No, I can't really do Sean. The tower is a local legend itself. Supposedly during a great storm, the tower just appeared on this site. Of course no one can tell me when this happened. All I can tell is that it is a gutted shell of what it once was. No doubt this is why it has been sealed off for so long. The monastery is now a crumbled ruin. Certainly is just a remnant of some reclusive order of monks. Seems that Ireland is dotted with these retreats. I'll have to travel out to the island someday. Perhaps I will take the children. Joseph. First time I've ever noticed that play in this game. In a second.
Stuck.
Okay.
Those beasts were after me.
What in God's name were those things?
They're called howlers. And while I've never seen one before tonight, I've heard of them for years.
Those weren't natural, my friend. We're fighting more than superstitions here.
Perhaps I was being naive not to tell you, but there might be something more sinister at work here. When I was a boy, I encountered something I can't quite explain. You see, there was this isle of standing stones that sits just off the estate. Someone had carved a sigil into each of the stones, something indiscernible. Father had many books on the occult, one of which contained a sketch of that very symbol. I took my brothers and sisters out to the island and read from my father's book.
Well, what happened?
Something answered. The ocean began to boil, and a great wind whipped against us as we stood in the circle, and my siblings huddled to the ground in fear. Eventually, the wind died, and the sea settled. Patrick, I know it sounds like the ravings of a dying man, but I believe those standing stones had something to do with this. What has once been a taint upon this family has now begun to manifest itself.
But you told me you're dying. Doesn't this curse end with you?
Who knows? My brothers and sisters are dead, but I don't think they're really gone. I've heard some servants whispering. They think they've seen Lisbeth on the estate. My family has come for me. I sense them, Patrick. By now, you and I know the supernatural exists. You saw the Howlers. And what about our encounters with the Tersante during the war? You still even carry the Gelzebah stone with you.
It's a token of the shaman's life I took. That's all.
I found a scroll with a picture of the Gelzebah on it. I believe it contains the way to awaken the stone's dormant power.
Very well. Let me study this scroll overnight, and I'll see what I can do in the morning.
This house still hides many secrets. I'm counting on you to reveal them and put an end to this mess.
Well then. The scroll Jeremiah gave me has revealed a powerful spell. It seems that with proper concentration and focus on my mana, I'm able to release ethereal bolts of ectoplasm from my hand. Unreliable at far range, the mystical damage seems quite effective in close quarters. A piece to the puzzle. The scream downstairs was a result of an attack by a beast. Something Jeremiah calls a howler. Similar to a dog, the animal was pale in complexion, had claws as long as my arm, and could leap several meters from a dead stop. I killed the fiend, but before I could thoroughly inspect the corpse, it vanished without a trace. Upon questioning Jeremiah, I'm a little more unnerved than I was after seeing the howler. He told a story involving his brothers and sisters, an isle of standing stones, and a sorcery book of his late father's. Apparently the Covenant children, led by Jeremiah, went to the island and read from this strange book. He maintains it was simply a prank to scare his kin. He believes something from within the ring of stones answered back, rage in the sea, anger in the wind, and shaking the earth. Since that time, Jeremiah has been visited by terrible misfortune. All of his brothers and sisters have passed away. I recall one late night in a foxhole, Jeremiah showed me a picture of the youngest sister, Elizabeth. No more than a teenager. She was so striking I found it hard to concentrate on his descriptions of the others. Anyway, Jeremiah is not completely convinced they are indeed dead. Well, to be precise, he's not sure they've remained dead. I suspect these are delusions brought on by his memory of that day at the stones. Otherwise, I can only imagine this is a terrible prank played upon a dying man. But if they're only delusions, why not inform me of them when we first spoke? Why would he not write me of such in his letter? Perhaps he did not think I would come.
Have you noticed anything strange going on?
Apparently, Elizabeth's room was broken into last night during the commotion.
Where's her room?
Just down the hall from here. It's quite a mess.
The butler said someone broke into Elizabeth's room. Perhaps I should investigate. B for Bethany.
Need a key. Jammed. Locked. Tell me what you know about Lisbeth.
Why, she was a fetching young lass. Quite the fiery temper, though. She could be placid and calm 1 minute, and then suddenly she's spitting curses and swinging her nails at you like an animal. 'Tis a pity her mother died birthing her.
Indeed.
Following her mother's death, I'd raised Lisbeth like my own. In the end, the wasting sickness got her. I'd cared for her when she was sick and watched her wither away to nothing. Pity a young woman has to die in the spring of her life. Now she rests with her poor mother at the family mausoleum. The groundskeeper claims to have seen her recently. Oh man, seeing a ghost is never a good omen.
Where can I find this groundskeeper?
He's out in the gardens. You can get there through the kitchen.
Your knowledge is appreciated. Thank you.
Honestly, the hardest thing to emulate about the Irish accent is the sing-song quality it gets when people are actually speaking it. I'll try a little bit here. I spoke with a maid about Elizabeth. The sibling's mother, Evelyn, apparently died while giving birth to her, and the housekeeper filled the void of her maternal absence. She said Elizabeth was a very beautiful girl with a short, violent fuse, who passed away from a wasting disease. I took note of the irony of someone who was so beautiful dying of such a heinous disease. It calls for the destruction of their vanity. The maid said that the groundskeeper believes to have seen Elizabeth alive. Having seen Elizabeth with my own eyes, I can only believe this makes frightful testimony. I'll go down to the kitchen and try to find my way out to the gardens anyway. It's kind of hard to force it. Like, I don't have very much experience with, well, my own countrymen, honestly.
This house needs a priest.
Oh god, this actually bears reading. On nights when I cannot sleep, I look from my bed to the monastery out my window. The reflections of the waters that separate us ripple across my bedroom walls, filling the room with the waves of moonlight. If it is quiet enough and the wind is still, I can hear them chanting. The prayers roll across the water and fall upon my ears like a lullaby rocking me to sleep. It fills my body with such quiet peace. And yet, I cannot help but wonder how something that provides so much security could at the same time haunt me. At midnight, the chanting stops. Brilliant lights in the monastery go black, except for a tiny glow that emanates from the entrance of the catacombs. As I watch that single light, I can see the shadows of the monks at the entrance. It is then that I feel a slow, creeping dread rise from my stomach, as if the island somehow has a hold on me. I've overheard bits and pieces of a story from hushed conversations about monks who died a horrible death years ago among these grounds. It is said their tortured souls are put to rest within the catacombs, and that their two brothers have stood guard at the entrance each night since. I cannot help but wonder why. What are they waiting for? Or hoping to ward off? Are they bound to the island with the same unknown force as I? The Lord works in such mysterious ways, but how can a just God allow his own flock to die within sacred grounds? Surely there is another force working among us, one capable of pure evil. A loving God could never allow such pain and agony. Is it that force that eats at me at night and leaves my dreams unsettled? Are the waters enough to keep me safe? I wish just once I could lie in the grass outside the catacombs for a night, put these haunted dreams to rest. I must end these nightly visions and seek the truth. Oh, balls.
Help me!
Where'd that butler go? buddy. What's going on? Alright, you do you.
Jammed.
Oh shit. Aaron, are you quite done?
Won't budge.
God damn it.
Jammed. Stuck. Jammed. Won't budge. Is that the door to the gardens?
Yes, it is. However, I don't have the key. I lent it to the maid. I believe she's cleaning Herr Keisinger's room today. It's located in the east wing of the house.
Thanks. I appreciate your help. Jammed.
Oh, that's an added wrinkle. The door to the manor gardens is locked. The cook says the maid is the only one with a key, and she is cleaning Keisinger's room in the east wing. Keisinger. While that name might not ring true for the servant, I'm deeply disturbed that Otto Keisinger would even be here. What the hell does that bastard want with my friend and his family? I can only be sure that when our paths cross, he will get more than a stern word from me. I only wonder how he plans to answer my questions when my hands are gripped tightly around his throat. Otto has done more damage to my reputation than I care to remember. I have no doubts that should he find out I've made it to the Covenant estate, he'll stop at nothing to foil my attempts at uncovering the mysteries that seem to be plaguing this family and my dear friend.
Won't budge. Stuck. Stuck.
Where is it? know it is around here someplace. Ah, here it is.
Excuse me. I'm going to adopt a different accent for this one. Reddish leaves swirl in the wind like lost souls in search of rest. Like an open sketchbook focused on my dreams, this land is forever pictured as a comforting autumn dusk, replete with a golden sky, with crackling river water and bubbling marshes that dot the land. It feels like a romantic artist's canvas. Upon further investigation, I have sensed horrendous visions of a gnarled doom, decorated as a picturesque facade in this endless autumn dusk. Spiny trees root deep into the foul earth, licking the ground dry of all that is good. Carcasses populate the brush. Sorry, I should try to read just a little bit. Carcasses populate the brush, the putrid remains swallowed whole by the land, and corners of this malevolent area are teeming with vicious, ungodly prey, all whilst the grass stretches over this land, twisting together like veins of pulsating sinew, as if the ground were alive, keen of the inhabitants that parade on its back. Beady, black, soulless eyes flash across the air. Tiny, quick, winged bats streak through the bright sky, flying razors waiting for the perfect moment to descend. As they swoop by, I see sharp, bloody teeth, a wicked demonic smile. From darting blurs, I hear an ominous whistling that chills my soul. They own the skies here. Wraith-like hooded minions, overseers without heart or soul, patrol this land. Slash and stitch techniques permeate their faces and arms, patched together like cheap quilts, using the skin from the bodies of rank corpses. They gather and live like packs of rabid wolves, instigating fights for supremacy. These abominations thirst for my destruction. They are mostly clustered around footpaths that seem to traverse upward along a cliffside, but alternate groupings are planted among watering holes in the hollow trees. Further down the path, it is as if the shadows are swallowing the surroundings whole, without a penchant of logic or drop of meaning. It is as if the only reason for this actually lies in darkness itself, like royalty that rules the black void, entombed in the night infinite. It is she, the eternal mistress of shadows. I guess I should have done that Irish accent, though, because Aaron has an Irish accent. Oh, hey, brah. Hi, brah.
Won't budge.
Never mind.
Stuck.
Alright, going this way, I guess.
The great hall of paintings. There is the truth. Image becomes reality. He will rise again. The ritual continues through our blood.
The nightmare. Oh, mic's kind of low. Wait, are you sure? I was kind of muttering before. Also, hold that thought. I'm actually going to use the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Okay, a second. Turn the game sound down a bit. All right. How's this? Does this sound better now? Well, let me know if it sounds better. I'm going to backtrack a little bit.
Stop.
No, okay, never mind. But yeah, please tell me if this still sounds too quiet.
Bethany often used this room as her office after Jeremiah left for the war.
Bethany, eh? Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Why do I waste my time with these posers and fools? I realize now that my correspondence with these others had been a waste of my time. Father had done more research than I could truly appreciate until now. Most of these other magicians are braggarts, who act the part but rarely have an inkling of the truth. I tried to contact the Golden Dawn, but have been ignored and insulted since I'm not from the continent. Alistair Crowley insists I become his acolyte. I suspect it is more of a harem. His vanity is boorish and fraudulent. He is as confused as my brother. Both are lost in vices. While Aaron numbs himself and seeks escape, the great beast actually believes it to be a revelation. Oh, hold on, I'll readjust then. Alright. A few have been unresponsive or cryptic. I suspect if I pursued them I might glean some knowledge. However, I'm beginning to realize that my research and documentation are beginning to plateau. What I have learned must be put into practice. Perhaps the nature of the knowledge I seek cannot be found within this society. Trial and error has slowed my learning due to the long recovery periods. The help probably suspects something is amiss since my health fluctuates drastically from these rituals. They wouldn't dare say anything. Besides, I can always blame erratic fortitude upon my family legacy. That should be enough to excuse my bouts of weakness. Besides, Aaron languishes in a stupor even now. I'm going to assume that it's better now. Oh, that's right, Aaron. Jeremiah, I'm warning you about Bethany. She has become obsessed with Father's book since he left for the war. She is increasingly paranoid and secretive. She locks herself in the sunroom or disappears on horseback. I know she is corresponding with a number of outsiders. I fear she is making family business known to these strangers. I doubt you want her bringing unneeded attention to the family. You know she is the last person we want near those stones. How could you have left us? I can feel the fingers of this curse reaching out to us. Don't think you can escape. You know you have to come back. Damn it, Jeremiah! You have doomed us all, and you are a coward for leaving us. Can you hear the whispers, Jeremiah? Even another continent isn't far enough. Remember, I tried to go as well. I still heard them, even in Asian dens and German gutters. I figured it out. It's inside. It won't be long before you cross the threshold, brother.
Jammed.
Oh man, switching voices constantly is kind of rough.
Stuck.
Boop, boop.
Jammed.
Elizabeth bit me today. I cannot understand what's gotten into her lately. She used to be such a graceful, proper little girl. She even licked her lips afterwards. I believe I should leave this place. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Hey guys. Fuck. I forgot about this part.
Won't budge.
Okay. According to legend, ether traps have the ability to tap into another ethereal plane of existence, and in doing so, the traps themselves become black holes in which spirits can be whisked away and temporarily trapped in another dimension, like I just did. And while I'm certain that these magical weapons are not meant for our eyes, I'm always humbled when my course of studies proves truth to legend. Okay, I was actually pretty scared right there. Oh, balls! Okay, so Evie, you were missing for this part, so I'm gonna go back through the journal really quick to the bit about. Okay, yeah, this part. A piece of the puzzle. The scream downstairs was a result of an attack by a beast, something Jeremiah calls a howler. Similar to a dog, the animal's pale in complexion, had claws as long as my arm, and could leap several meters from a dead stop. I killed the fiend, but before I could thoroughly inspect the corpse, it vanished without a trace. Upon questioning Jeremiah, I'm a little more unnerved than I was after seeing the howler. He told me a story involving his brothers and sisters, an isle of standing stones, and a sorcery book of his late father's. Apparently, the Covenant children, led by Jeremiah, went to the island and read from this strange book. He maintains it was simply a prank to scare his kin. He believes something from within the ring of stones answered back, rage in the sea, anger in the wind, and shaking the earth. Since that time, Jeremiah has been visited by terrible misfortune. All of his brothers and sisters have passed away. I recall one late night in a foxhole. Jeremiah showed me a picture of the youngest sister, Elizabeth. No more than a teenager, she was so striking I found it hard to concentrate on his descriptions of the others. Anyway, Jeremiah is not completely convinced they are indeed dead. Well, to be precise, he's not sure they have remained dead. I suspect that these are illusions brought on by his memory of that day at the stones. Otherwise, I can only imagine this is a terrible prank played upon a dying man. But if they're only delusions, why not inform me of them when he first spoke? Why would he not write to me as such as a letter? Perhaps he didn't think I would come. Yeah, I know, but like that was before you tuned in at all. So, it's there for your edification.
Won't budge.
Ow! Bitch! Oh shit. And here it is. Eternal Autumn. Which way am I supposed to go? Once I know which way I'm supposed to go, then I'll go the other way.
Locked.
Oof. Okay, I'm guessing this is the way I was not supposed to go. Oh shit!
What is that? Won't budge.
Okay. This is definitely not the way I was supposed to go. So, good for me.
Stuck.
I'm guessing that's Mercury. Or Apollo. Wait, Mercury and Apollo are the same god, aren't they? I mean, from the Greek and Roman pantheon, respectively. Okay, so This is the realm of Oneros, which I'm about to go to in this game, but honestly, it's kind of terrifying. Look. What the hell am I supposed to make of this? Okay, so it's I would say a photograph of a carriage being pulled by 3 horses, but I'm not sure. But the scrying image. Volcanoes in the distance. I really don't know what I'm supposed to make of that.
Stuck. Won't budge.
Nope, going this way instead. Fuck that.
Jammed. Stuck.
Okay, I guess I have to go this way. Okay, I'm gonna try to speak this in a German accent. The power is really here. I can feel it grow as this family shrinks. 10 little, 7 little, 5 little engines. So sad that I spilled Covenant blood prior to my arrival. Ha! It is a trifle beneath me, but arriving without cause nor invitation at the king's throne simply would not do. Insignificant fodder she was. But Patrick Galloway. How is it I did not foresee his arrival? Still strange to me that Jeremiah's affection for the Irishman did not waver with time, even after the wonderful night at Cashel. I await his arrival. I tried. That kind of failed. Well, shit. And here we go. Some connections are made to be discovered, while others should remain unseen. Oh, this is Otto Kassinger's writing. Some lands are best never spoken, as their hell lies in between. The words ring in the mind like the dream. I'm gonna give up on the German accent. The words ring in the mind like a dream, with irony not lost. For Oneros is simply that, the dream city of forgotten souls, governed by none but watched by many, with a sky that bleeds crimson. It is the only uncharted realm this scholar has witnessed. For the single time I attempted to graph the land, it seemed to belittle me by changing shape. I'll keep watch over this tower until the entrance can be sealed. Okay, come on guys. Where are you? Ow.
show you real magic.
Will you? Will you now? Oh. I've heard of this weapon only in story. Created and forged of gold, it is a mystical weapon of Tibetan folklore that was lost in a mountainous area during a great battle. They called it the war cannon. Rumor has it that the person that holds this weapon must be of pure heart for it to function correctly. I seem to be able to discharge some sort of cold sphere out of it. I wonder if I can slow down these bastard creatures. Can I just go through here? Ow. I guess so. Where am I, though? Where was that? E. Okay.
Stuck.
More eternal autumn. Honestly, that is a breathtaking style of portraiture. Well, I guess you can't call that portraiture because there's no portrait being displayed. But that is a breathtaking style of art, in my humble opinion. Autumnal colors displaying alien landscapes. I don't know, it really scratches an itch for me. I don't know what to make of this. Kind of an Art Deco feel to it, don't you think? Of a demonic figure holding a human figure against an, well, actually the same autumnal color palette.
Stuck. Stuck. Won't budge. Stuck.
Ow! What the hell?
Won't budge.
Jesus. That kind of fucked me up. No! How the hell many of you are gonna show up right now?
Jammed.
That's really what I want to know. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, I was just checking my multi-stream. I just want to make sure that I wasn't missing chats from Twitch.
Stuck.
Stuck. Ah, the Irish accent. So magical. So magical. So lyrical. Stuck.
Locked.
Locked. Hey, Aaron. Fine, fuck you. I'm gonna go this way. Of course, Evie, you actually missed the beginning where it was shown why Aaron is actually kind of terrifying.
Won't budge.
Won't budge. I'm fairly certain this can stop or affect any and all magic I may encounter. I might try this spell on an obstacle of smaller magnitude lest it fail me in my most dire time. P. Alright, give me a second here. And okay. Stuck. Boom. Alright, now is Aaron still guarding that fucking stone?
Jammed.
Damn it! Eat all kinds of various dicks, assholes. Alright, moving on. Oh, supposed to go that way. Then I guess I'm going over here.
Need a key.
Workroom. Alright.
Won't budge.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. I'm gathering now that I was supposed to go that way. So So instead, I'm going to do this.
Stuck.
Back.
Stuck.
Oh shit. Silver bullets.
Won't budge. Stuck. Stuck. Stuck.
Okay. Now I'm ready to go down there. Poor woman. Oh, oh, nice try. Nice. Shit. Ow. Would you stop it? Jesus Christ.
Stuck. Stuck.
All right. There we go. Finally. Fuckers.
Stuck.
Okay.
Jammed. Won't budge. Won't budge.
Stuck.
What can you tell me about Lisbeth?
I've seen her. I've seen poor Elizabeth on the heather.
When?
I was coming back to the manor one evening, and I saw a silhouette perched atop a hill. At first, I thought it was a banshee, but I caught a glimpse of her face by the family mausoleum. It was Lisbeth, poor dear.
Family mausoleum?
It's to the west of the main house, through the trees.
Is that near the standing stones by chance?
Standing stones, you have no need to go out there. There's nothing but bad luck and suffering for all who visited that island. I'll unlock the gate to the outer grounds, but I assure you that venturing out to the standing stones will lead to no good.
I finally spoke with a servant. The maid said it's seen Lisbeth He's convinced he saw her perched on a hill, watching him. West of the manor, the family mausoleum seems the first place to investigate. I think he's opening that for me.
Jammed.
Thanks, buddy.
Stuck.
Hey, Elizabeth.
You're more of a meal than a man.
The beautiful Irish moors. Low resolution as they are. Fuckers.
Stuck.
I still remember years ago when these were supposedly amazing graphics, especially for a horror game. Exactly. This man knows what's up. Not just the Irish Hills though. They're called the Moors. M-O-O-Rs. Okay.
Jammed.
Jammed. Stuck. What does this do? Give me a second. This spell causes creatures I have just killed to be brought back to life. Oh shit. This time to join my cause. As disturbing as it is to call the dead back, I'm afraid that if the scroll doesn't work correctly, I may be raising these devilish creatures only to fight them all over again. There's no accounting for what might happen should I attempt to use it on a living organism. Oh, jeez. Ow. There we go. Fire to amplify what? I guess that. That's a Tersante corpse. Covenant. In loving memory. That's not a Y, that's a G. whatever.
Lost barge.
Alright. Yeah. So using resurrect on the skeleton seems to have the opposite effect on them. Alright, where am I going? Actually, no, come here. Got something for you. Ah! Fucker. Yeah, pretty much like that. It kills them. Like, permanently. At least from what I can tell. There we go. No, I know where I need to go, but... God damn it. Can I please do this in peace? Go away. That means you too, asshole. Damn it. I need to get up there. So leave me alone. Balls. 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 There we go. This is what I was after. Whoop. Arcane Quarrel. These strange tattoos seem to heighten my ability to channel magic. They also remind me of the tattoos that Trissanti's shaman had when we fought him in the war. With these tattoos, I feel the mana surge into my being. No doubt, the more of these I find, the better I can battle these abominations. Ow. Didn't mean to do that, but either way. 9 more mana. I'm done. Down to the monastery. Fucking Trissanti.
Need a key.
I can only hope that someone will find these scribblings of mine, someone to continue my quest, for I may not be long for this earth. I seek a magical talisman, an evil weapon known as the Scythe of the Celt. I fear that this weapon has fallen into the wrong hands, and so I have undertaken a quest to find the scythe before it was taken from this ancient monastery. You see, hard as it may be to believe, there is a way to travel back to the days when this monastery was populated with the wise monks who first found the Scythe of the Celt. These monks were versed in the ways of magic, and they had a portal that would allow them to travel across distant lands instantaneously, across distant times as well. I know not exactly where this portal is, but I do know that 3 items are required to open it. A golden medallion in the shape of the sun, a potion made up primarily of mercury, and finally, an ancient scroll on which the incantation to open the portal was written. I myself have found this medallion and hidden it nearby, but the other 2 components elude me yet. And now, it appears I will never have a chance to find them. I've broken my leg, and I fear that these strange dog beasts that roam this land can sense my weakness. They come closer with each passing of the sun, and they will soon attack. May faith be my armor, Brother Jonathan McNair. McNair.
jammed. Stuck.
Jesus.
Won't budge.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Won't budge.
Alright, guess I'm falling back here. Ow.
Won't budge.
Hey guys. Fuckers. Fuckers. Boom. Oh wait, is this where I came from? Must be. Oh, I had a key. I did not realize I had a key. Chess key and sun medallion. Alright. Wait. You forgot to question why doing the small magic attack the guy has to twirl his hand. Because that's just what it looks like when he does that small magic attack. I mean, what else do you want me to say, dude? Oh, shit! You will not kill that doggy! You will kill me or nothing else. Asshole. Also, he's not twirling his hand. He's just kind of like rotating it around a bit. I don't know. Maybe if he kept his hand steady, it would go in a straight line. But it's supposed to be like kind of a scatter attack, you know? Boop. Okay. Oh, a double barrel shotgun of potent force. It appears I may choose between firing off individual or double shots, depending on my taste for maximum effectiveness in close quarter combat. Okay, but how? Right. Alt. Got it. fuck?
Need a key. Locked.
I need the trapdoor key. Okay. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Spiro, spero, dum spiro, shiro, dum spiro, spero, dum spiro, shio, dum spiro, spero, dum spiro, shio, God damn it. Alright, I see where we're supposed to go now. I've got it. Don't even worry about it. I have got it, and you should not worry about it, therefore. Oh, might be. Dum spiro spero, dum spiro shio, dum spiro. God! Spiro spero, dum spiro shio, dum spiro spero, dum spiro shio, dum spiro spero, dum spiro shio, spiro shio, ba 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 ba. The lyrics, though, they, alright. Dum spiro spero means as long as I breathe. No, wait. As long as I breathe, I hope. Wait. Okay. As long as I breathe, I hope. Okay. As long as I breathe, I hope. As long as I breathe, I know. Dum spiro means so long as I breathe. Dum spero means as like dum spiro means as long as I breathe. Dum spero means as long as I know. Wait, no, not know. Hope. So it's kind of complicated in Latin, but dum spiro spero means as long as I breathe, I know. Then dum spiro scio means okay. Dum spiro spero as long as I breathe, I hope. Dum spiro scio means as long as I breathe, I know. Yeah, I made that sound way more complicated than it needed to. Okay. Dum spiro spero, dum spiro scio. As long as I breathe. Oh, yeah. Dum spiro spero, dum spiro scio. Yeah, as long as I breathe, I know. No. As long as I breathe, I hope. As long as I breathe, I know. Shut up. Like I said, I was making it sound way more complicated than it needed to. Oh, the trapdoor key. Shit. So long as I breathe, I hope. So long as I breathe, I know. Enough. Enough. Ow. Damn it. Well, fuck. You fuck off. God damn it. Oh, wow. All right. I died. Wow. Alright.
How can this be breached?
There appear to be hidden chambers beneath the monastery ruins. There are several large bricks blocking the way in, too large for me to dislodge. Perhaps I found some sort of explosive. I might be able to blast my way past them. Just not noticing that, huh? I mean, it's as graphic as games back then could have been.
Jammed.
Wait, I heard that. Ow. Alt. Okay. What the hell was that?
Who dares enter my realm uninvited?
Me? I dare? Fuck you.
Jammed.
Jammed. Stuck. God damn it. You discovered a mana well. These small magical trinkets enable me to hold more of my mana and allow me to fire my spells more often without fear of draining my magical energy so quickly. I need to keep my eyes out for more of these mana well containers, as they'll no doubt help me with my spells and my endeavors. Okay. Is this something I need to use, or do I just have it? Nope, I just have it. Okay. Cool. Fuck. Boom. Got it. All right. Okay. Okay.
This could be you.
Standard dynamite. I'm sure this can do damage to both the surroundings and these vile creatures.
Useful.
Oh, for the love of God. Oh, over here. Okay, I remember. Or so I thought. Wait. Hold on. Alright, alright. Shut up. Night harvest, day of our pertinence. In the year of our Lord, 1231 AD, a garrison of brothers was dispatched to this outer island to establish a vigil over the ring of standing stones on the eye of the king's head. From my monastery, we have kept watch over this site for well over 200 years. Without a doubt, it is a focus of unnatural power, which must be guarded with persistent vigilance. For years, we are content to stand sentinel over this megalithic site, and we bore our burden with honor. And I must confess with great concern over the direction of the abbot, is guiding our brotherhood. It has been a long time since we have had any communication with Rome. Fierce storms have isolated us on this island and swept away many brave brothers who have attempted to make the crossing to the mainland. Isolated from our superiors, the abbot has undertaken investigation into our predicament. Convinced that we are bewitched by agents of the supernatural, it has been decided by the abbot that we will exhume the grave that lays betwixt the rings of stones. I fear what we may find. It has grown bitterly cold since the day of the dig. Snow frosts our fields, and the crops are ruined. Those on the dig describe discovering the withered body of a man clutching an ancient scythe. Though it is sacrilege, the abbot ordered the men to retrieve the weapon for study. The abbot hopes that in understanding the artifact, we may shed light on the strange curse we are experiencing. One of the scribes, Brother Abras, was overtaken with bloodlust while studying the scythe. He struck down a number of our brothers. If it hadn't been for the timely intervention of Abbot Constantine, many more would have fallen. The abbot declared that the ill-wrought weapon must be destroyed before its wicked nature infects us all. The ritual requires us to destroy the item, and may be more dangerous than the weapon itself. We will walk the border of shadow to be freed of this cursed weapon. May we be protected from the fiends. I pray we are released from this curse, or else may the saints preserve us. Huh.
Jammed.
Jammed. Hey, buddy. I see you there. Fuck you. Well, anyway. Boom.
Won't budge.
See what? God damn it. Yeah. I'm sure. Nope. Oh shit. Hey guys. Okay, will do. Okay. Fucker. What? May the heirs of the fortune forgive me. May the heirs of the future forgive me. Demons move among us, and regrettably, I know I am responsible. I have sacrificed the trust of my brothers in hopes of ridding the world of a great evil. The consequences are greater than the cost. Even now, I hear my brother's screams of anguish, but I cannot save them. I leave this testament to a future hope. Perhaps an emissary will find this incantation and undo that which has been done. Find the elements of moon and sun, and stand before the mirror of time. Call upon the lords of day and night, and invoke the incantation that blurs the laws of time. Stop the demons from stealing the scythe of the Celt. In the wrong hands, this powerful artifact has the ability to unravel the soul. The weapon is forged from chaos and has been our undoing. Saints preserve us. Balls.
Jammed. Stuck.
Alright. Okay.
Won't budge. Okay. Locked. Jammed.
Alright. A man who could only have been the monster's abbot was at one time in possession of the key which opens a grand set of heavy double doors. I'm hoping that beyond these doors lies the lower catacombs, and perhaps Elizabeth's lair. When I make my journey to times long past, I'll have to find the abbot, or his chambers, and gain possession of this key.
Jammed.
Billy. Well, shit.
Who are you, Jeremiah? No, you're an antelope!
Won't budge.
I was going this way. Fucking hell. Alright, I'll be right back. All right.
Stop.
Stuck. Put the hell up, and here we go.
Father, shield me from harm. Oh, Father. Jammed.
Hold on. Hold on, I think you remember me talking about Chase being the worst opening for JoJo. This is a reply I got. Chase is really not the worst. It was less quirky than all the other JoJo openings, but Great Days and Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town are worse in my opinion. Oh my god, this dude. They're original but aren't good because of that. I like Chase because it's very good in what it tries to be, and it feeling like one of the best Naruto openings is kind of original for JoJo openings. I don't want more of it, but I really. What? Right? Fucking right? How much more wrong could this dude be? Yeah, and honestly, the fact that he compares it to Naruto, like Naruto had amazing openings, and literally none of them are anywhere near as bad as Chase. Oh my god. It's really just amazing how willing JoJo fans are to die on the hill that Chase is anywhere near acceptable of an opening theme for anything. Like, it's just bad. Some medallion. Oh. Don't have that one. Mercury flask. There we go. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Temptation has overtaken me. I must leave my brethren, yet I fear there may be difficulties. No one has ever left the monastery alive. My fellow monks have eyes of the eagle and ears of the hound. Therefore, I must walk quietly under the cloak of night. Perhaps if they do not see nor hear me, I will pass safely. There is yet another reason for my leaving. Weeks ago, we uncovered the site of the Celt out near the Standing Stones. This evil artifact has now infected us. I have seen a change in my brothers and myself. Our minds are cursed. We spend less time with our quills and more time with our weapons. The scythe is a very powerful weapon, very adept at killing, but there is a price. I pray that the ritual of the church can summon the forces necessary to destroy the scythe and return us to peace. I will not be present for the ritual, as I will use that time to slip away quietly into the wilderness. Protect me, Father.
Brothers to arms! Stop. I just heard something.
Okay, so honestly, is there any added benefit to me reading these journal logs, especially in the Irish accent? Because honestly, I enjoy it. Like, I kind of have fun doing it, but if I just sound like a fucking idiot reading any of this shit in an Irish accent, I would rather know that now. And I will never do it again. I really don't have to read them in an Irish accent, or at all. Is that what you're saying? So there's no added benefit? Is that what I'm getting here? No. No, don't give me that. Like, if it's fucking obnoxious, please tell me. Like, does it take away from the experience of the stream if I do that? Because that is important. My feelings aside. Alright, hold. Oh, hello, brother. Oh! Okay. Farewell, brother. So you don't think it's completely stupid? Is that what I should be getting from this?
Jammed. Did you hear that?
Won't budge. Jammed. Won't budge.
All right.
Your skin is thick.
Stuck.
Okay.
Won't budge. Won't budge. Won't budge. Jammed. Won't budge.
Brothers to arms!
Okay.
Jammed. 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 Won't budge.
All right. Oh, jeez.
Locked.
What was that? Stuck. Won't budge.
Alright.
Stuck. Stuck.
Alright.
Who's there?
No one.
Stuck.
Alright.
Loading his weapon. Won't budge.
Okay.
Stuck.
Okay.
Jammed. Stuck.
Okay.
Need a key.